Good morning, everyone. Thank you
Good
so much
morning.
for
Yeah,
we have to get it
having me
right.
in this
Thank
lovely
you so
studio.
much. We are glad to have you here, all the way from your stop and your busy schedule and everything. It's such a pleasure to have
Very
you
much.
and can see you directly. First of all, congratulations.
Thank you so
on
much.
your
Thank you so much.
achievement as the President Nation
Okay.
to receive the award. The Star of Excellence Award from the America Eurasia Center. Now, please tell us more about the award.
Okay, so it is such an honor and privilege for Indonesia through this award that's given by the America Eurasia Center. So the America Eurasia Center is one of the reputable think tank organization based in Washington DC, who usually give the award to U.S. corporation who has established in strengthening the relationship with the U.S. government. And this year has been selected, one of them is of course to me as the education and cultural attaché at that time, who contribute to strengthen the embassy communities in Washington DC, and also to award how the education and cultural attaché could enlighten and then unify all the embassy in Washington DC. So this is one of the ideas. So I think the association also is the first association in education and cultural attaché in the world who can unify all the embassy in the US.
Wow.
So there are around
in the US.
So there are around 180 embassies in the US, representing from 188 countries who has offices in Washington DC.
Washington DC.
Yeah. So this award, is kind of the motivation. This is the idea how all people who has the passion in building collaboration in education and culture. Usually culture is part of the custom that differentiate each country. And then one that could enhance the cultural diplomacy between nations in the world. Yeah.
Right. Very
Nice.
interesting. Yeah.
Yes.
So we also understand that you just finished your term there. We don't know how long that actually you lived in the U.S. Can you share a little bit about that and your activities while you were there?
Yeah. So I was appointed by Minister of Education and Culture at that time to serve my duty as the Education and Cultural Attaché in Washington DC. So my role, my duty was started in December 2018. Yeah, so it's nearly 4 years. 4 years. So one of my role is to enhance the collaboration between the U.S. government and Indonesia government in education and culture. So my role is to contact with the representative from such as Kementerian Luar Negeri here in Indonesia or U.S. Department of State in building, in making the understanding about how important about the education and also culture. So culture is very important. It is part of the art, music, and soul of the people who can touch many segments in the area. So it's been an amazing years. I'm the first woman appointed by my government to serve in the U.S. as the Education and Cultural Attaché.
Congratulations once again.
Yeah, so it is amazing.
It's about time, right?
It's about
female leaders to start something impactful for the world, specifically education, culture. That's what we need, and that's, I think, that is the core, especially for our country, to be, for the young generation to be more aware about the education, so people can learn a lot, especially there are collaboration or working together with the United States, of course, where all the greatest things started, of course.
Yeah, of course.
Prof, we are wondering what is the activities from the association, and what actually, why you started this association, and how you cope with the situation between Indonesia and United States, and what is more focused in United States or Indonesia?
Yeah, okay, it's very interesting. So when I arrived in Washington DC, I saw so many world-class institutions based in the US. we can name world-class university like Harvard, MIT, Stanford. Right. This is all Ivy League university. Oh, wow. And I also could get in touch with the most reputable institution like CSIS, Brookings Institute, Heritage Foundation. All are world-class organization who has what publication, all very interesting work from the institution. So and then there is also the association such as Defense Attaché Association, but none of the association touched about education and cultural attaché association. So I had the idea about this association, and then I proposed this idea to the U.S. Department of State. And then at that time, Miss Mary Royce as the Assistant Secretary of the U.S. Department of State, and then raised the issue. And then she accepted the idea, and then I was invited to U.S. Department of State to present my idea. And then she acknowledged that this is one of the first at the U.S. Department of State, the idea to unify all the education and cultural attaché.
Wow.
So we know, we know that the role of the education is really important.
Yes.
So this our future collaboration for the next generation is through education. And culture is touch many people. Yes. We know the differentiation of each country by bringing their differences to the U.S. would also touch many heart of American there. So the idea for establishing the association is part of the idea how we could enlighten the heart of the people, particularly in the U.S. and also among others, the representative from the countries in the embassy. By bringing culture and education, they could unify about the mission to make a better future for enhancing the collaboration and not only collaboration and education, but also in many areas like such as business, politics, and many diplomacy like food, fashion, and everything. So this idea could gather all the representatives from the embassy and the people, and then once the association is established, we had the event to launch the association hosted by Indonesian Embassy in Washington DC. So at that time, our ambassador, His Excellency Rosan Perkasa Ruslani, who now in charge as the Indonesian ambassador in the U.S., become the first also who support the launching of this association. Wow. And then it is, this association at that time when we launched, nearly 120 representatives from the embassies, from the association, and also from many cultural and art institutions also attending this launching. And then they really amazed that they could gather from nearly 100 embassy all together at that time. Yeah, really, and then really amazing. Yeah. Really amazing, and they really impressed. So then I didn't realize at that time there is the president of the America Eurasia Center also present. And then they see that this association is part of the one communities that established in Washington DC that could contribute in enhancing the diplomatic relationship among countries and also among institutions in the U.S. Wow. And then one of the bridges for all the association, organization, universities, you can name all that relate in strengthening the diplomatic relationship with the U.S. and among members. Wow. So this is kind of the,
but I wonder, what is the actual impact, especially for education here in Indonesia, from this association? Because we know that we have so many information that some part of Indonesia lack of education or the access because of the the centralization here in Jakarta. But how from this association can help them in some of remote areas in Indonesia? So inclusivity, education for all. What is the benefit that we can get from this association?
Could you imagine we want to travel around the world to 200 countries. It is very impossible.
Exactly.
But through this association, where there are embassy, there are around 180 ambassadors from 180 countries who based in Washington DC.
Right.
And then there are education attaché, cultural attaché, consular, minister, all are together in the association. We can contact them directly through this association. So I'm the first president of the association and also the founder of the association with Jen Duplan and also with Victor Sibley. Victor, the one that you saw in the first video. So we can have the contact. If you want to travel, for example, to one of the countries in Africa or to one of the countries in Europe, we just contact to us and then we can contact to all the representative as the member of the association. Wow. So what this association could contribute not only to the embassies or to the representative country in Washington DC, but also throughout the world we can contact, and then the representative from the embassy in Washington DC could contact the representative in their country. Oh, for example, I want to build the relationship with for example, with maybe one of the country in France, and then they will contact the representative from embassy here from France that we want to build the to connect with with the representative from.
Amazing, right?
Very good. It's very simple now. Very easy. Accessible.
Very easy, very simple. Since this association is registered in Washington DC. You know, Washington DC is the capital city of the America, and then it is legally registered in Washington DC and then established by prominent people. So there are 3 founders of this association. Jen Duplan, she is the CEO of Global Enterprises. She just got the award from President Joe Biden. She just got the Lifetime Achievement Award from President Joe Biden as the Lifetime Achievement. She is one of my mentors, so I love dearly Jen Duplan. She brought me to many institutions, to many meetings, and then introduced me to many people in Washington DC, so I can have connect with top level people who I could not contact directly. So I really love her. And also Victor Sibley, she is the CEO, the owner, the publisher of Washington Diplomat. Washington Diplomat is the bulletin, such as a magazine or newspaper which publish the diplomatic activities in Washington DC. So this Washington Diplomat has the program Ambassador Series. So invited ambassador to share about what activities and then what is the vision, the aims, the mission of each embassy in Washington DC.
Wow.
So listening just now to your
we're feeling hopeful, right?
To your experiences, to your meetings to other people and then top level people too. We were just wondering if you had any 1 or 2 special moments when you were as an attaché in Washington DC. Anything that stood out for you during your 4 times?
4 years. 4 years is amazing.
Any special moments for you, Professor?
I think every moment is really special to me. As we know that I was appointed to have the moment there, and then I could get more appreciation from the people why we could share about the idea. So America is the land of freedom, and then they appreciate any competencies from any people who can give contribution to the country. And then I believe that any people who has the position to contribute for giving the contribution for building the relationship with the U.S. would really appreciate by many partner institutions.
I agree with that because I'm one of its products I graduated from the University of Buffalo in New York.
Oh wow, fantastic! That's beautiful.
Able to go there because I was actually a good tennis player. So I got playing there for 4 years.
4 years.
4 years. I graduated there. I started working there. So this is something, well, I wish I had in 2002 when I graduated college.
Yeah.
But again, this is something very proudful.
Of course.
Right?
Yeah.
And we are feeling hopeful, especially for education.
Yeah.
To be implementing here in Indonesia and can be, you know, like a booster for more a booster as a spirit for young generation to never stop studying, to learn about education is really important, and to know about our culture is also the core of our nation. And look at Popy right here. She can be the first female.
First female as the education and cultural attaché.
Yes, to start the association, and she received an award.
And to receive an award.
And if Prof. Popy can, so everyone can. This is a start. Thank you so much for spreading the beautiful messages.
Thank you so much for having
such a great inspiration for Sunday morning. So, are you feeling proud and inspired?
No, this is for everyone. The young guys coming up. I think they need to know this kind of program exists. And they need to make sure they get the best benefit out of it.
Of course, and this program can be sustainable, of course.
Of course, So this association and also this award also is one of the achievement for Indonesia. And then Indonesia and the US could have more beneficial program and also to the world.
Yes. Looking forward to it.
Thank you so much and good luck for everyone.
Thank you, Professor.